What's up everybody, this is Jacob, thanks for tuning in. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to discuss the topic of negative harmony, and we're going to start right now. Now the song that started playing at the title card probably sounded familiar, but also really off. The song in question is Jingle Bells, but flipped over into its negative version. But how do we get to that point? How do we take a song or a scale or something that we know and we turn it into its negative harmony? Well, I'm gonna show you. Gotta get my trusty old pencil and paper. So the first thing we're gonna do is write out our circle of fifths. Great. Now, we're gonna draw an axis into the circle of fifths between the C and G major scales, right down the center. Nice. Now this is the axis we're going to use to transform our C major scale into its negative version over. So first let's write out our major scale. When we transform C over the axis, it becomes G, our D becomes F, E becomes E flat, A becomes B flat, and B becomes A flat. And if we want to keep our root note as C, then let's write out our notes in that order, starting on C, and we get a C minor scale, which isn't really that surprising that the negative of a major scale is its parallel minor. Alright, but what if I wanted to view this a different way? Well, let's look at it in terms of a number line. Just like we have our positive and negative numbers with 0 as our mirror, we can do the same thing with our harmony and negative harmony. Now 0 is still going to act as our mirror here, and the difference between a major and minor scale is whether or not the third is major or minor. So we're going to make E and E flat our 1, negative 1, and finish off the major scale on the positive side, and the minor scale on the left side. And what's cool is you'll get exactly what we saw before with our circle of fifths trick. The same notes correspond to each other with our positive version and the negative version. And then we get a really nice harmonic rainbow. So what's going on with Jingle Bells? Well, I did that circle of fifths trick to the version I wrote last month, and that version was in D major. So here's our D major scale. And using the circle of fifths trick, we're going to find that D becomes A, E becomes G, F sharp to F, then B to C, and C sharp to B flat. So our melody starts off with this F sharp 6 times, and then we have F sharp, A, D, E, F sharp. Now the negative side, F sharp turns into F. Then we're going to make our A into a D, D to A, E to G, and F sharp to F. So what's the point in knowing how to do this? Well, that's entirely up to you. You could never speak of this topic again, or you can put it into most of your musical compositions moving forward. That's really the beauty of creating music, right? You could do whatever you want. Me personally, I find this stuff incredibly fascinating, so I wanted to do a video covering the topic. If you enjoyed this content, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can do some more informational stuff in the future. If you hated it, tell me that too, and I'll just go back to my regular old musical shenanigans. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next week.